Hello everyone, welcome to Focus Prep Daily Current Affairs session. Today we will be covering all the important current affairs of 28th of October and along with all the static GK points that you need to know. This is the PDF of today's current affairs. This PDF and along with that the weekly PDF, all the MCQs, everything you will get in our Telegram channel. The link of our Telegram channel is given in the comment section. So go to the comment section, click on the link and join the Telegram channel Focus Prep Current Affairs, and you can get all of this for free. Okay, so today we will discuss all the concepts, all the difficult terms in English that often you read the newspaper but you don't understand these terms. So these will be explained in this video. Okay, no need to read newspaper and make notes. This note that we are giving, the PDF, this is going to be enough for all the state PCS and all the other one-day exams, SSC, be that banking. Okay, so don't worry about it. Just go through this session once and then you go through the PDF from our Telegram channel. This will be more than enough for your current affairs section for your exam. Okay, so let's start with the first piece of information that we have. Amitabh Chaudhary was reappointed as the Axis Bank's MD and CEO. Okay, so Amitabh Chaudhary, he was already the Axis Bank's MD and CEO. He has been reappointed again. Okay, and this new term will be for a 3-year term. Okay. Now look about Axis Bank. Axis Bank is a private bank, right? It is the third largest private bank of India. Okay, and which are the largest bank? The largest bank is the HDFC, and after that the second largest is the ICICI Bank. Okay, so Axis Bank is the third largest private sector bank of India. Okay, it operates the largest ATM network also among the private banks. Okay, so among the private banks it has the largest ATM network. Okay, the Axis Bank ATM is also located in Thegu. Okay, one of the Axis Bank ATMs is in Thegu, which is in Sikkim, which falls among the world's highest ATMs. Okay, so Thegu in Sikkim, this is one of the world's highest ATMs. Okay, and this belongs to Axis Bank. Now let's see the next piece of information. Mudra loan limit has been increased. Okay, so this is a very important piece of news. Mudra loan limit has been increased to rupees 20 lakh with a new Tarun Plus category. Previously there was 3 categories, right? 3 categories were there. Now another category has been increased. Okay, Tarun Plus category have been introduced whereby one can loan up to 20 lakhs. Okay, so this Mudra loan scheme, this was introduced in 2015, right? So the Mudra loan, this has been doubled under the Tarun Plus category from 10 lakh to 20 lakh. Okay, in this new category. Okay. Now, why was this Mudra loan scheme launched? This Yojana was launched. This was launched in 2015 by the central government, right? Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Okay, this date is also important, 8 April. Sometimes in exams, this kind of, in the prelim section, this kind of questions are asked. Okay, so 8 April 2015. Okay. Now, this was introduced why? To provide affordable credit to the micro and small enterprises, right? To provide loans. Credit means loans, to easy loans, low costing loans to the micro and small enterprises so that they can flourish in their business. Okay. So, the intention was to bring the small entrepreneurs in the formal financial system. Why? Because many of these small scale enterprises, when they start off, they take informal loans, maybe from the family, right? Or from friends or maybe some other money lender. Okay, so these are all informal ways of loan. So those will not be recorded in the government data. So to formalize this whole thing into the financial system, this Mudra scheme was launched. Okay, so this Mudra scheme, it gives loans to the non-corporate sector, to the non-farm sector, and to the small micro enterprises. So only to those small micro enterprises which are not corporate and which are not farm also. Okay. Now, the 3 categories that was existing till now were the Shishu loans, the Kishore loans and the Tarun loans, right? The range of this Shishu loan was up to 50,000. For Kishore loans, it was 50,000 to 5 lakhs, and from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, it was called Tarun loans. These 3 demarcations you have to remember, okay? This is very important for your exam, for your GK/GA section, okay? So, this you have to remember, and you have to remember that now the new Tarun Plus category have been introduced, which has increased the limit to 20 lakh rupees of loans. Clear? Now let's see the next one. India has signed an electoral cooperation agreement with Uzbekistan. Okay, so the Election Commission of India, and who is the Chief Election Commissioner of this Election Commission of India? It is Rajiv Kumar. So he visited Tashkent. Tashkent is the capital, right? Capital city of Uzbekistan. So he visited there, and this agreement was signed with Uzbekistan. And this year, Rajiv Kumar is participating in the Tashkent as an international observer for the upcoming elections. Okay, the upcoming elections in Uzbekistan, right? Rajiv Kumar is the international observer for that election. Okay, so this agreement was signed. Now let's see the next one. Meta have partnered with India AI and METI to boost AI research and skilling in India. So Meta is the mother company of Facebook, you know the name of Meta, and along with India AI was launched by Government of India. Okay, and METI stands for the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, right? So they have partnered together. Why? To promote open source AI research and skill development. What does this term open source means? Whenever you see this term, open source means it is free. Okay, so like open source software also, you may have heard in your computer section, right? So open source software or open source AI, these are free to be used and changed. Okay, so the purpose of this partnership is to use the AI for research and skill development. All right, now as a part of this collaboration, a center for generative AI have also been established. And where has this been set up? It has been set up in Jodhpur, in IIT Jodhpur. Okay, the partnership will also launch AI for skilling and capacity building initiatives. So it will improve and innovate our AI technology as well. Now, what is this India AI? I said that this was launched by the Government of India. So India AI mission was launched by the Government of India when in 2018 under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, and why was this launched? This was launched to make India a global AI hub. So AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now there, a lot of artificial intelligence developments are taking place, researches are taking place. You all know this, every day something or the other is there in the news regarding AI. So India launched this mission so that India could become a global AI hub. All right, now, other recent AI developments, what have been the other developments in India? See, in Mumbai, Vadwani AI was, India's first AI research institute that was launched. Okay, so India's first AI research institute is called the Vadwani AI, is located in Mumbai. This is very important. Okay, now India's another AI supercomputer was launched, Airavat. Okay, the name of the supercomputer is Airavat, and it had achieved 75th position in the top 500 global supercomputing list. What are supercomputers? You have heard this term, right? Supercomputers are, high processing computers, high processing. So these supercomputers, they calculate very complicated calculations. Okay, so they are used for research, right? Like astronomical calculations and all these kind of mathematical experimental calculations, all these complicated things which require high processing power, and they are very fast. Supercomputer, by the name only you can understand, they are super fast as well. Okay, so India's AI supercomputer Airavat, it achieved the 75th position, okay, among the global supercomputing list. Okay, so these were important developments. Now let's see the next one. Indian Navy launches 7th ASW/SWC Abhay. What is ASW/SWC? The full form? It stands for Anti-Submarine Warfare Shallow Water Craft. Okay, Anti-Submarine Warfare Shallow Water Craft. So it is an anti-submarine warfare, okay, which functions in the shallow waters. This is the 7th in this series. The name is Abhay. This was launched. And where was this launched? This is important. It was launched in Kattupalli, Tamil Nadu. Okay, and who had built this? Garden Reach, shipbuilders and engineers. This is important. You have to remember the name Abhay. Okay, and where has this been launched? In Tamil Nadu. And who have built this Abhay? This is also very important. NTPC partners with Indian Army to set up solar hydrogen microgrid in Ladakh. Okay, so NTPC is the full form of NTPC is National Thermal Power Corporation, right? National Thermal Power Corporation. They have collaborated with Indian Army to set up a solar hydrogen based microgrid in Chushul, Ladakh. Okay, so remember Ladakh. And what is this microgrid? Okay, what will it do? It will provide a stable power supply to the off-grid locations of the Indian Army via green hydrogen. Okay, so this micro grid, this will operate under totally under green hydrogen. Okay, so green hydrogen means, I have also previously explained this, that green hydrogen is the it's called green hydrogen when the hydrogen is produced using renewable resources. Okay, now what will this do? This will give stable power supply to the off-grid army locations. So many locations of the Indian army, Indian army is positioned in many off-grid places where the energy supply is not provided by the main grid. Main grid means the grid of the NTPC that usually operates, okay, the nationwide grid. Okay, so in those regions, this hydrogen powered microgrid will provide stable power. Okay, now this microgrid will operate independently by using the hydrogen. Okay, a microgrid is a small power network that can operate both independently or with the national grid. Okay, so this microgrid, in this case, it will work independently, but in some cases microgrid can also be integrated with the national grid, okay, the main grid. Okay, now the NTPC stands for National Thermal Power Corporation. It is a Maharatna public sector enterprise, right? The status is Maharatna status. Now NTPC is the largest thermal power generating company in India. Okay, by its installation capacity as well as the power of output that it provides in both way. Okay, it is the largest thermal power generating company of India. Okay, it's a Maharatna status company. Okay, now let's see the next one. European Investment Bank have approved a £300 million loan for the Bengaluru suburban railway network. Okay, so the European Investment Bank, they have approved this loan for the new suburban railway network that Bengaluru is trying to build. Okay, and this project, how will it help? It will enhance the public transport system. You know that Bengaluru is very infamous for its transport system. There is a lot of traffic congestion. So once you are stuck in the congestion, you're stuck for hours, right? So to reduce this load, this suburban railway network is going to be built, and the loan is being provided by the European Investment Bank. Okay. Now about the European Investment Bank, the static GK points, remember that it is the full form of EIB is European Union's Investment Bank. It consists of 27 member states. Okay, it is the largest multilateral financial institution of the world. Okay. Another important thing you have to remember about EIB is that EIB became the first institution to issue green bonds in the year 2007. Okay, so this EIB, they raises their fund through international capital markets by issuing bonds. They raise their funds. Okay, they are not dependent on the European Union. Okay, the EIB was founded under the Treaty of Rome, which took effect in 1958. 1st January. Okay, so this is important. Treaty of Rome is associated with the founding of the EIB. Okay, so under this Treaty of Rome, EIB was founded. Where is the headquarter? This is the most important point of static GK from here. It is located in Luxembourg. Okay, just remember Luxembourg. This is enough. Now Nadia Calvino is the current president of EIB. Okay, now let's see another new current affairs. Chanakya Defence Dialogue 2024 concluded in Delhi. This Chanakya Defence Dialogue, this took place in New Delhi, okay, and this was recently concluded. This was the second edition of it. And what was this dialogue, this meeting related to? This was, hosted by the Indian Army, okay. What was the theme of this dialogue? The theme was drivers in nation building, fueling growth through comprehensive security. Okay, so this dialogue, the purpose of it was to focus on the relationship between the security dynamics and the national policy making. So to integrate security dynamics, okay, India's security along with its national policy making, this dialogue was held by the Indian Army in New Delhi. All right, now let's see the next one. Renowned physicist Professor Rohini Godbole passes away. Okay, so again an important personality, she has passed away, Rohini Godbole. Okay, she was also the winner of Padma Shri Award, and what was she, known for? She was known for her pioneering contributions to particle physics. Okay, so another branch of physics like quantum physics, this is particle physics, and in this she had tremendous contribution, pioneering contributions. Okay, so for this she was also awarded the Padma Shri, and now she has passed away. Okay, she was also the leading advocate for gender equality in science. Okay, so she was very much vocal supporter of gender equality in the field of science and academia. Okay, so she was also fighting against this gender inequality in this field. All right, now let's see the next one. India and China have reached an agreement on patrolling along the LAC. LAC stands for the line of actual control, right? So this line of actual control in the border of Ladakh and India, this region, this line of actual control is an imaginary line. Okay, so this was just agreed upon in the year 1962. Okay, when the war was going on, India China war, it ended with this agreement that there will be a line of actual control where neither India nor China, they will not cross this line, or their troops will not cross this line. Okay, so this line is an imaginary line. So India has a perception of it, China has a different perception of it. So this is not a defined line, this is not defined on the maps. Okay, so you must have heard this term also, LOC, line of control. This LOC, this is the line of control which was defined. Okay, this was drawn on the map. Okay, this was according to the McMahon line, the McMahon line that divides India and China, the boundary. Okay, accordingly the LOC was segregated. This is placed on the map, but the LOC which was agreed upon later on to stop the war, but this was not defined on the map. Okay, so there is obviously a dispute regarding this line, and always there is some kind of dispute going on, okay, between India and China. So now an agreement apparently has been reached, okay, for the patrolling along the LSE. Okay, so what does the agreement say? It restores the mutual patrolling rights to the both sides, okay, India and China, in the region of Depsang Plains and the Demchok region. Okay, this agreement reaffirms the commitments made in the 2005 Border Pact, specifically under Article 4. Okay, so this Border Pact, 2005 Border Pact and Article 4, these agreements that had previously been reached, this new agreement has reaffirmed those. Okay, so let's see how far this can take us, okay, in terms of peace, but this has been signed. Okay, now this outlines the guidelines for troop conduct during face-offs. Okay, so it has all the guidelines, all the mandates that both the sides need to follow. Okay, what are the 3-step processes? First is disengagement. Okay, immediately withdrawal of troops from the frontline position. So according to this agreement, now both the countries will have to withdraw their troops from the frontline position. Okay, then there will be de-escalation. De-escalation means reduction of military presence along the LSE. Okay, so in the recent times, a lot of troops have been sent from both sides. Okay, so these troops have to be called back. There have to be reduction in the military presence along this line of actual control. Okay, and next is demilitarization, which means the long-term goal will be to reduce the military hardware or the personnel. All those military presence in this border region will gradually, over the long period of time, the goal is to reduce it. Okay, and to restore peace, a stability over this region. See over now about LSE. LSE is the de facto border between India and China. Okay, particularly in the Ladakh region. Okay, this was not formally demarcated on the map. Okay, this is why there have been different perceptions, and the boundary between the two countries have been disputed. This is the reason. Okay, now let's see the next one. NCGG concludes capacity building program for Maldivian civil servants. Okay, so the NCGG stands for National Center for Good Governance. It has concluded the 34th capacity building program for the Maldivian civil servants. So this center, this NCGG, they prepare the civil servants of various countries, with which India go into the pact, like recently this Maldivian partnership. So they train these civil servants in this center. Okay, so in the past this has also taken place with Bangladesh a lot of times, right? So with all the friendly countries that India signed this kind of diplomatic partnership deals, their civil servants are trained in India itself. Okay, NCGG was established in 2014 under the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. Okay, so NCGG under which ministry, this you have to remember, and this was established in 2014. Okay, this is an autonomous institution, so it functions independently, and what does it do? It fosters governance reforms through various studies, and it is governed and chaired by the Cabinet Secretary. Okay, now let's see the next current affairs. The 17th Urban Mobility India Conference and Exhibition has begun in Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Okay, so the 17th Urban Mobility, mobility means movement, right? So what is it related to? It is related to transport. So this conference and exhibition, this was started in Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Okay, these discussions will be related to urban transport in India. Okay, and who organized this? Under which ministry? Under the Ministry of Housing and urban affairs. Okay. So that is all for today. You'll get the PDF in the Telegram channel. You'll get all the MCQs there. Okay, so if you're liking our session, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Get all the PDF, download all the PDFs from our Telegram channel. Go to the comment section, click on the link and download it. And if you have any doubts, if you didn't understand any particular term or concept, please let me know in the comment section and the next day I will take it up. Okay, thank you everyone.